Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to work inside the script files. In this video, we will directly dive into working inside the script files. I have already described why do we need a script file in my previous videos. You can simply click on the I button to redirect to that video and know why do we need to create a script file. So now I will create a new script file inside which we will be performing our functions. So yes, I have created a script file. When I have not named a script file, it is automatically taking a name which is untitled. So I will first save my script file in the location this. Inside D folder, I have a folder named Learn MATLAB, and when I will save my script file, it is going to save in this folder itself. So I will press Ctrl S and this, and then we can save our script file. So I can name this file demo.m. Whenever we are going to save a script file, it is going to take in a .mat format. So .m is the type of my script file. As you can see in the script one also, it is also a script file which is also saved as .m type. So now we will work inside the script file. I will just make it bigger so that we can see the variables clearly. Okay, so I am going to take an example in which I am going to calculate the percentage of a student getting marks. So suppose I am writing the marks of the students in a way like in maths, the student is getting 50, I would say 40 marks. In English, the student is getting 15 marks. In Hindi, the student is getting 30 marks. So these are the three subjects and I have assigned marks to that particular student. Now we can see every single line we are going to write in the script file, the MATLAB will automatically assign a line number to that particular command line. So maths belong to first line, similarly English to second, Hindi to third, and whatever we are going to write any further, it will leave that blank and we can start writing to the fifth line also. So now the percentage I want to calculate. So now how do we find the percentage? Percentage will be the sum of marks of maths plus English plus Hindi divided by the total marks. Suppose all of these marks are out of 50. So 50 plus 50 plus 50 will be equals to 150, and to find the percentage I will need to multiply that with 100. So I will give into 100. So in this sense, I can find out the percentage of the student. So now what I can see in the script file is I can see a star here, I can see a star here, and also I can see a star appearing here. This star means nothing but that I have made changes in this script file after it was saved. So that means I will have to save it again in order to remove that star. So I had pressed Ctrl S, because of which the star got disappeared. So now we will find out the percentage of the student. Okay, I will make it, yeah. I will run the script file from here and now I can see the marks. In maths, the student got 40. We can see English, we got 15, Hindi, we got 30, and the percentage would be this. It is taking so much place, so what I will do for that is format compact. I can simply press, and if I run the script file again, I can see that this is the name of my script file that I am running. The marks the student got in maths is 40. In English, the student got 50, and similarly in Hindi. So now we can also see this red underlines just below the equal sign, and also we can see this orange highlights here. So the output, that means if I am not putting semicolon after every command, the result of each and every command is going to appear inside the command window. That means if I am going to give a semicolon in 40, it will go, the red underline will go, and also I have made the changes after the file being saved. It has, the star has begun to appear. Now if I give semicolon here also, semicolon here also, and if I try to run this script file, and I can see, okay, I will make it clear. Yeah, so now if I run the script file, I can see that this is the name of my script file and this is the percentage. Now one thing we can notice from here is, as I did not put any semicolon here, that is the reason why I can see the percentage coming inside my command window. So this is the very big significance of putting a semicolon in MATLAB. And also suppose I am pressing a semicolon here and we can see that there is a asterisk which is saying that we have not saved the file. But as soon as I try to run this file, MATLAB will automatically first save the script file and then run it. So when I run it, only demo we can see, and the output of this command has been suppressed and it is not appearing inside the command window, but output is there in the workspace. So one thing we can notice from here is that a script file and command window shares the same workspace. Whatever the variables we are going to create inside the script file or the command window, it will be saving inside the workspace. Okay. So this is when I am giving the particular value like 40, 15 and 30 inside the script file. But what if this value, like the marks of maths, English and Hindi, are going to differ with every student, which is the case in most of the times. So what I am going to do is, I am going to ask the user to enter the marks the student got in the respective subjects. So for that command, what I can write is, suppose I am doing specifically for maths, so I will need to write, to get the input from the user, I will write input inside the bracket, I will give quotes, single quotes, inside that I am going to write enter the marks for math. So now MATLAB will be taking the input for maths marks from the user. And now as soon as I press run, MATLAB will automatically save this file and run as well. So now in this, MATLAB will only ask user for the maths marks only, because I have provided the input function in maths only. And also I will give a colon here and press enter so that we can see the command coming in the command window clearly. So now as soon as I press run, MATLAB will automatically save this file and run it as well. So as soon as I run this command, MATLAB will be asking the marks for maths and I will enter whatever the mark student got, suppose 35, and then I will press enter, and English mark is 15, Hindi is 30 and maths marks we have gave 35, so 35 will be appearing here. So the overall percentage would be 53.33. So if I want to see the percentage also in my command window, so I can do remove semicolon from here. I can run the command again. I will have to enter the marks for maths again. And suppose this time I am given 24 and enter marks for maths is 24 and percentage would be 46. Similarly, I can do it for English and Hindi also. Suppose I am giving in Hindi and English also, and here I will write English and here I can write Hindi and I will run it. I will tell you one thing, when I run this command 45 and 36, suppose I am giving. So one thing that I want you to observe here is, I have not provided semicolon here after maths, but still it is showing up here. So I have not given a semicolon here. So this is the reason why MATLAB is reverting back the value given for maths. Now in English and Hindi I gave semicolon, and this is the reason why I am not getting this output inside my command window, and I am just getting the prompt that MATLAB gave me to enter the values. And the percentage is this. So this is how we provide the inputs to a script file. These are the input files. This was all about how do we provide input to the script file. In next video we are going to see output of a script file. So I hope you guys found it useful. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.